Hey there kiddos, welcome to Sandy's Odds and Bobs, and today we're going to be doing part 2 in our I Am the Vine Bible Study Journal. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be adding pockets and whatever else we can come up with. So let's begin. Now again, this is our Bible Study Journal. We have 2 signatures. And now we're ready to start putting in our front pocket and our back pocket. And one thing that I did while y'all were away is I inked up some of the blank pages. I just wanted to give it a little bit of more texture, a little more color, and I wanted to make it sort of go along with the green and purple and gold themes. So that's what I've done. While you were gone, I inked up a lot of the blank white pages. Okay, and let me show you. Let's see, do I have any blank white pages left? I know that I do. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, so this is basically all I did is I just used this Distress Oxide ink called Peeled Paint. If you can see it there. Peeled paint, and I put it on a dauber, and these were really nice find. I found these at the thrift store for like $2, and I don't know how much they cost for real, but I'm sure that they are more than $2 because these are the those Tim Holtz daubers. And what they have is a little piece of Velcro, stapled obviously, you can see it's stapled to the top, and they come with these little pads, these little felt pads. And I thought, oh hey, I got felt, I can do felt. Okay, but you know, since they're already cut for me, it's like, okay, I'll go ahead and do that. So what I did is I just used this distressed ink, and you want to be very careful that you don't put it down really hard at the very beginning, because it will come up with a very dark spot. So I work from the sides. I usually like to go over from the corners first and just lightly brush it along the edges, and then you use a circle motion. Okay, let's get you back in so you can see. Now use a circle motion, and I'll do that down the inside and all around the town. Circle motion, and that just knocks that white, that really bright white, back and gives you a little more something to start with. I mean, as artists, you know, looking at a blank canvas is really tough because you're thinking, ooh, what am I going to do? How am I going to start? Where should I begin? So the first thing you do is you paint that puppy all over the place. So that way you say, okay, now I got this. This looks like this. I can start making something out of that. And so it gives you a base to start with. So here we go. We got our base. We got our base right here. See, I already did the back, and that's where right here is where you put it down too strong at the beginning, and you get these really dark spots. And you know, they might look okay, but you know, we don't always want real dark spots. So that's how I did those pages. Okay, so we put those little guys away. So now we're going to go back to our pockets, and we are going to start at the front. Now at the front I usually like a little pocket down here, and what I did is I already created my pocket. Now let me show you how I did that. First of all, squirrel moment. Okay, squirrel moment. I have to tell you how we created that pocket. Okay, so when I was taking apart the pages of the Bible that was going to be all tore up and burned and moved to the trash bin, the pages are very brittle and they're very thin. So what I ended up doing was I glued 2 pages together. And now they got some decent weight to them. They're decent. And they're very fragile on the sides, because this isn't something I did with the browning there. That's actually something that just from the elements. So this is a very old piece of paper that they did these on. Okay, so that's what I did with those. So I glued 2 pieces of paper together, And that's what we're going to work with. Now, here, with this one, I actually ended up collaging that onto another board. Okay, so this was an old piece of scrapbook paper, really ugly underneath, and I made it beautiful by putting God's Word all over the top of it. So there we go. Now it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's got beautiful words all over the top. So that's where this came from. So then what I did is I took the purple archival ink right here. I have Ranger's archival ink, which is what I would suggest always using archival ink. Now, for the green background areas, I didn't bother with that because there's not going to be a lot going on with that. But this purple archival ink is actually something I got from my daughter-in-law. She was going to be doing some scrapbooking things, and her favorite color is purple. And she got this, and it was fresh out of the box. I mean, it still had the plastic on it and everything. And she says, well, you want it? And I says, oh, you bet. Yeah, I definitely would like it. So now I've finally broken the plastic off, and we broke into it, and we're going to start using it. We'll be using it throughout this whole journal. But yes, so this is the purple archival ink that I just used here, and here's that little pad. And oh, that's what I love about these little things. It's like they're so removable. You know, why didn't I wait so long to get something like this? Because I didn't find it in the thrift store. That's why. Because if I find it in a thrift store, it's like, ooh, I gotta have it. But, you know, I don't want to pay full price for it. Yeah, I'm cheap like that. Yeah, my best friend says, oh, you're so cheap. And I says, yeah, I prefer to call it frugal. I like to be frugal with my money. You know, that's why I like recycling so much. This is why I love junk journaling, because it's all frugal. You get to reuse stuff all the time. So that's where this came from. We'll be using this again later for our back pocket. So here we'll put this little guy away so he doesn't dry out. He's so precious. Okay, so we'll put you over there. So here we go. We got our front pocket. I've already put a little thumb hole in it. And I measured it just to be on the safe side, and it's going to fit perfect. So we know that's going to fit. Now what are we going to decorate it with? We've got to have something to decorate it with, right? So I went to my calendars again, and I had a calendar that had a lot of stained glass pieces on it, and I cut that little stained glass piece out, and then I stuck it on the back of a paper bag. It says, ease, recycle this bag. So it's like, yeah, please recycle this bag. So, because it's made from 90% recycled content. So hey, we're recycling it. It's now going to be in our journal. So I thought, well, that looks good, but what else? It needs a little something, something. So then I pulled out some laces. Ta-da! I found this lace, and I thought, well, you know, the lace looks good. But before I had this running through it, it was just plain. So I thought, well, what can I jazz that up with? So then I thought, well, I don't have any, you know, pretty, really metallic type threads. But then I looked at over on the corner of my table. Guess what I got? La 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 la. This is the ribbons off of a Christmas package. Okay, you know those little curly ribbons that people like to make and put on your packages? Well, yeah, I snarfed it when we had our little Christmas celebration, and I says, can Grandma have your ribbon? Sure, Grandma, you can have my ribbon. You want my paper? Yeah, I'd like to have your paper too, thank you. Okay, so that's what I got. And so I kept it, and I thought, well, you know, surely there's going to be something I can make out of it. Well, guess what? Today, ta-da, I made something out of it. Because this particular lace has the opened eyelets in it, where you can thread ribbon or whatever you want to thread through it. So right there you can see that, yeah, the open. So what I did is I threaded a piece of that through it, and then look at that, like woohoo. It's perfect. So we're going to lay that down, but not on top. We're going to lay it underneath. And I think that will make a really nice pocket. So let's go ahead and get busy with that. We're going to be gluing down our lace first. Okay, and we're going to move our little book away. Move over there. You got to wait your turn. Not time yet. Okay, and then we're going to get us some paper here. Got to have our glue paper. And we're going to use our glue today is going to be fabric tack. Now, you may have fabric fix. It's the same thing. It's a silicone glue. Okay, and we're going to open it up and see how good it's going to treat us today. See if we can do this. I'm thinking we're going to do it on the card. We're not going to put it on the fabric. We'll lay the fabric down in the middle and just put the glue on the card. Come on, glue. Where are you? Sometimes it sticks when you first open it up. It's like, come on, come on, come on. But yeah, it comes out eventually. I think that's good. We're going to just do that right across the middle. Okay, and the thing about this thing is because I don't know why it keeps bubbling up, but it does. I'm sure there's a science thing that goes along with that, you know, pressure, I don't know. But it bubbles up. So we're going to keep the cap on that puppy. Now we're going to put this down and hopefully right about in the middle where we had our glue. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah, I'm liking that. It looks a little crooked, but you know, thing is you can adjust it. But oh, that's staying down nice. Okay, we got a little bit laying off the edge, and that's okay. We'll trim that up later. No big deal. I like it. Okay, so now we're ready for our next element, which is going to be our little calendar bit. And I like it like that. I like it like that. Okay, so we're going to put some more fabric tack just because we're going across that lace. Now we could use Aleene's tacky glue. Could do that. Could do that, couldn't I? Yeah. Let's use Aleene's tacky glue. I could do that. And I always keep my Aleene's tacky glue on its side because it takes forever to get down to the nib. So unplug that puppy, get that off of there, and we're going to be doing, see how quickly that comes out. I love it. Comes out so nice, so nice. Hello, recycle bag. We're recycling you. You're going to be beautiful. Thank you. Okay. And although this doesn't bubble up, it will dry up really quick. So we want to put that pin back in there. If we can see it. There we go. And we got this little guy. We're going to turn this over because we got glue on that. So we don't want that on there yet. And center as much as we can, as best we can. Does that look center? Does that look center to you? Yeah. Okay. Da 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 da. Press, 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 press. Press, 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 press. Press, 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 press. And we're going to cut it off. Let's see, let's go this way. The way we can see where that edge is. That little piece, this will go in the trash, okay? I do throw some things away occasionally. But this little guy, nope, we're going to keep him. He's going in our odds and bobs box. Odds and bobs. Where are you? There you are. Okay, yeah. We keep every little scrap of lace, and you think, why? Why would you keep all that lace? It says because that is perfect cluster. You know, actually, I should throw him in the trash rather than trashing up my desk. Okay, so we're good with that. So let's see. Oh, yeah, that's looking good. So let's put this little guy in. Bring up our little journal. Let's see how you looking. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's get you up here so we can see everybody. All right. So now I'm going to put this in because it is paper to paper. I'm going to put this in with our tacky glue. And I'm only going to be putting glue around the edge, but I'm going to put, I'm not going to be skimpy with it, but I don't want to get it over too much. But yeah, just a little bit there, there, and there. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And I want a little bit of this white showing, but not a whole lot. I'm going to lay that down. Press, 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 press. Oop, don't press too hard that you move it. Press, 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 press. And you see that some of the glue comes out from the edge, and that's okay. We can wipe that off. We can wipe off the glue. Comes out the edge. So I'm thinking that looks good. Now, I need to put a piece of paper there so that we can turn the book and work on the back one. Okay, so now we're ready for this guy. Now, this is a different kind of pocket. I like doing a side pocket for this side. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull out the board, our master board that we made off of our old scrapbook page that we made beautiful, and we're going to cut, I'm thinking, a 3-inch piece off of here. Okay, so we're going to go with 3 inches for sure. We want the 3 inches. Okay, just a minute. And we're going 1, 2, 3. 3 inches. Chunk. All right, we got our 3 inches. And what does it look like? It's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to cut this little bit off here so that it is not so blank there. I want to nibble that off. Nibble, 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 nibbles. Alright, now we're going to come down here and we're going to mark it where we want maybe just a wee bit closer. I'm trying to make it really close. Right there, right there, right there in River City. Okay, so there we go. Trim that off. How's it looking? Looking good. Right. Now, let's see. I'm thinking we want to make it purple. You think? You think we want to make it purple? I think we do. Okay, so we know that's going to fit, so we can move this little book away. Okay. And we're going to come over here and we're going to be making some purple going on. And I need paper. Some purple paper. Ooh, Big Bubba dinner. Okay. And this is the way it works. Rub this around, and because of that Velcro on there, it doesn't move, which is really nice. Okay, again, coming in from the edges first, sort of get that big piece. There we go. Excellent. Oh, I really like this color. Thank you. Thank you, daughter-in-law. She's so sweet. Tell you. I mean, if I could have had a girl, she would have been the girl I would have had. You know that? If I could have had a girl, I mean, my son is so lucky. He doesn't know how lucky he is. You know, that's the way sometimes guys are. They don't realize. But yeah, lucky, lucky, lucky. All right. Okay, let's see. Do I want a little more? Yeah, we're good. Okay, so we got our purple going on. Ta-ching. Now, let's see how we're going to dress this up. I did pull out a piece, another calendar piece. I do like to use a lot of calendars. And the neat thing is you can get these calendars for free at the thrift store. Yeah. They will literally give them away. And so I cut this piece out, and I thought, well, you know, maybe this will work. And you know, It really, really does. So I'm thinking, I wonder if we can make it purple around the edges. Would it do that? Will you go purple for us around the edges? It doesn't look like it's taking it so good. Maybe we need more ink. Let's do more ink. Oh yeah, there you go. That's what we needed. A little more ink. Okay, ink, 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 ink. I like it how it goes on the yellows and oranges. Very nice. Yeah, that's going to be good. That's going to be good. Ink, 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 ink. Oh, it really looks nice on that green. It picks up the purple down here too. I like that. Whee! Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good. I'm liking that. Yeah. Okay. So, here we go. And I'm thinking we're good. Thinking we're good. So here we go. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so now we're going to, which way do I like it best? That looks good. We're going to glue this little thing right there, because what I want to do is I want to cut a little thumb hole out of that, so we may come over with the ink again. So I do want to cut a little thumb hole out of it. And you know, you could leave it like this, or you could dress it up a little bit more. Right now we're just going to leave it like this. We'll put it in like this. Okay, so let's go to the glue. Let's get it glued down. Okay, now this glue, we're not using Aleene's. We're going to be using our, if I can find it, I got all kinds of glue growing around here. We're going to be using our glue stick. This is a permanent glue stick. You definitely want to use a permanent glue stick, preferably with something with a little more glue in it. Yeah, well, we'll use it as much as we can, and then I'll dig in the drawer for some more. Okay, so we're going to make sure we have glue all the way around the edges, all along the insides. Oops, oops, oops. No globs, hopefully. Don't want no globby glue. I'll turn this around. And you can hold your head to the side and you can see where you did not get the glue. Uh-oh, okay. Oops, I think we're gonna have just enough glue, yay! Looking good, looking good, looking good. Missed a spot. Ta-da-da-da-da. And good. Whew. Just barely made it. There it is. It's almost done in. Okay, we might have a little bit left in that one. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to move this to the side. And we're going to bring this guy back. And we're going to work with it. And see, we got it in the right direction. That's going to go away. And we're going to see if we can even it up. So we make sure that it's even. Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, again, it is a junk journal, but we do want to pay attention to the artistic aesthetics, which is, you know, balance. Balance is always good. Oh, that's feeling good. Oh, that's rubbing down really nice. Okay, so I'm thinking we got it. Now we need to make our little thumb notch. And I've got, it says $12.50. I did not pay $12.50. I went to the thrift store this past weekend, and they had a whole basket full of different cutters, different punches. And they were only like $4 a piece. I thought, my gosh, are you kidding me? You know, I had to spend the money, okay? I had to spend the money. So it's normally $12.50 in a store. Let's see, which store would this be? It says Stamp Fancy, wherever Stamp Fancy is. I have no clue where it came from. All I know is they had a piece of masking tape with the number 4 on it, and I said, I'll take it. So this is, actually I think this is, oh, there you go. This tells you exactly what it is. Marvy. I don't know if the glare, you can see the glare. Ooh, there we go. Marvy. Marvy. Lucina? Lucida? I don't know how to say that word, but at any rate, it's a Marvy. And it's a really good punch, really easy to use. So that's what we're going to be using for our thumb hole. And I just eyeball it. I mean, you could measure it exactly, and yeah, it's not really necessary. But I'm going to take out that 17. Sorry, 17, you're going. Kapoosh. And I get it punched right in my face. Yeah, it's a good cutter. It just punches it right in your face. And we want to take our handy dandy dauber. I was so happy to find that. That was such a good find, I tell you. And we're going to darken that up a wee bit. Maybe we'll darken these edges up a wee bit since we got all this extra goodies on our felt. I think that's good. All right, now we're going to be putting this little girl in. All right. So there again, we're going to be using a glue, preferably a glue. Yeah, I'm going to be using a glue that I did not put my stopper in. So hopefully it's still working. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Whew. Scared me for a minute. I thought, oh man, I messed up now. And you notice I'm not putting like a really fine line of glue in there. I'm sort of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because I want to make sure there's a nice bunch of glue there. Okay, so let's put this little guy in. And again, we just want to make it balanced. All three sides. Press, 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 press. Ooh, that looks nice. That looks very nice. Okay, how do you think? How you think? How you think that looks? Looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, so with that, ta-da, we are done. We have put in our front pocket, our back pocket, and we are looking good. Next time, we're going to be putting on our interior pockets and whatever else we can find. Okay, so thank you very much for stopping by Sandy's Odds and Bobs. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Have a comment below, because I'd love to be able to share more information with you. And subscribe, okay? Tell your friends to subscribe. Tell your family to subscribe. It would be so fun. I mean, I love sharing the community with everyone. It's so fun. Okay, so I'll see you later in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.